I do not want this activism to die down. The normal that we were living in, where Black people are murdered, harassed, racially profiled by the police, that's not a reality and a world that I feel comfortable living in. Whatever normal was prior to Breonna Taylor and George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery, whatever that normal was for you, it cannot be the normal moving forward. So in today's video, I'm going to share the resources that I have collected. I'm going to try and get through this as thoroughly and as quickly as I can. So I have broken down the ways to take action / ways to help into two categories, monetarily and then non-monetarily. First way I would suggest is to go to a protest. I know here in Los Angeles and in other counties in Southern California, there are protests happening daily. As I mentioned before, there are probably protests local to your community. I am going to have the Instagram that I use for the local LA and kind of greater Los Angeles area in the description bar down below. On the note of protests, I just want to encourage everyone who is going out to protest to continue to be safe and be mindful of social distancing guidelines. If you are still required to wear a mask in your state or in your county, please do so. Please pack water and snacks and anything else you might need for your own safety and for the safety of others. The second way, which might be the easiest, is to sign petitions. There are a ton of petitions circling social media and just kind of circling the internet right now. I will have the ones that still need signatures in the description. So the third way to become more involved is to educate yourself. And that is a lot easier said than done. No matter where you go, you cannot get away from this, which is amazing. But sometimes you need to kind of start and reflect within yourself and see what it is that you do and you don't know about Black history, but particularly Black history in America and the existence of racial tension, and really get down to the root of how it is that these tensions were even created in the first place. So with that, there have been a series of Twitter threads that I have found that have created links to certain free online books. They are free, they are PDFs, and they are online. So I encourage you, there is a wide variety of titles that people have found, not strictly just educational books. Some of them are fictional, some of them are nonfiction, but I encourage you, if you have a smartphone, if you have a tablet, if you have a computer, to please educate yourself and absorb and support Black creators and Black writers and Black publishers, and read online, because these have been published for free if you do not have the means to support a Black-owned business monetarily. These next two are kind of intertwined and kind of bounce off of that previous idea of educating yourself. But right now there are actually a couple of videos circulating on YouTube that are donating 100% of the AdSense revenue made from that video to Black Lives Matter organizations, or organizations that support Black people, that provide bail funds, different things like that. So essentially what this means is that if you are monetized on YouTube, you can make money through viewers fully watching your ads. To do this, your viewer cannot click skip ads, and if you choose to not click skip ad, that content creator will make money. People are donating the money that they are making from AdSense to organizations that can largely benefit from this money. So I encourage you to just type in maybe Black Lives Matter AdSense donated. There will be a link to the video, or two videos that I know that are circulating right now. If you can, feel free to search and look up other videos that are donating their AdSense revenue, but it is so extremely important to, number one, not skip the ads, and then number two, don't just have the video loop in the background, because YouTube will mistake those views for some kind of scam for people to rack up views. So it's important to kind of maybe watch it 3 or 4 times at different hours in the day while letting those videos play in the background, or if you want to sit down and watch them. I know it might get tiring watching the same thing over and over, but that is an easy way. If you do not have the money to donate yourself, somebody else will donate it essentially on your behalf, because you are contributing through watching them. If you follow any YouTubers that are donating the AdSense from their videos, even if the video itself is not about Black Lives Matter and not about George Floyd in the state of America today, but if they are going to donate that AdSense to any number of organizations, do not skip the ads. I promise you, watching a 15-second ad for a donation of $1,000, $500 is so incredibly worth it, especially if you don't have the money to donate it yourself. 15 seconds out of your time is a quarter of a minute. So please do not skip the ads, but go ahead and feel free to watch these videos as many times as you want. Just make sure that the content creator has not said in the description box that they have been demonetized, because that happened with a couple of videos that I was watching. YouTube has marked the videos and they are not getting monetized anymore for that particular video. Okay, so this should not come as a surprise, but another way to sustain your activism is to register to vote. If you are not registered to vote and you are of age, please register to vote. It will not take more than 15 minutes of your time to register to vote. And if you are not eligible to vote yet, go ahead and pre-register. That way, when it's time to vote, you don't really have to think about, oh, did I do it? Did I not do it? You're already there. If you are young, to please vote and allow this activism and this sense of frustration and this longing of change to continue and to fuel you when it's time to vote in November, to go and to cast that vote. All right, so now for monetarily, I have 3 ways that you can help to support this movement monetarily. The first is to support Black-owned businesses. There has been so many Google Docs and so many Instagram posts circulating right now that have Black-owned businesses organized by city. I'm going to leave, again, the Google Docs for both Los Angeles and New York, just because I've lived in both of those cities, down below. The Los Angeles one is actually kind of organized by city/neighborhood. If there are none local and accessible to you, I suggest ordering online. I know it is convenient and it is easy to order off of Amazon, but I promise you, it is so much more meaningful and helpful to support a Black-owned business, whether it's a Black-owned bookstore, a Black-owned clothing brand, and you can find Black-owned businesses that speak to you. So the next way is just to donate to organizations that still need donations. There are a lot of organizations that have said that they received so many donations that they are encouraging you to donate to other organizations that do still need help and that do still need donations. So I will have a list, again, down below, of places to donate that actually still do need donations and that are still taking donations. So that was kind of an overview, just the ways to help, but now I'm gonna kind of break it down in the next section of this video of a section that I like to call approach. So the first step that I have kind of already mentioned before is to educate yourself. I cannot stress how important it is to read news articles and read what is going on social media, and to get your information from as many sources as you can, to make sure that you have the most diverse knowledge about what it is that is going on in the world. So if you don't know what's happened with George Floyd, it is almost impossible to not find an outlet to kind of gain that knowledge, but I encourage you to learn about the history and about what has gone on, and to know that this is not the first time that this has happened. It's not the second time it's happened. It's not even the 10th time it's happened. When you educate yourself first, you are then able to educate others. You don't want to be put in a position where you don't know. You don't have the information that you need to have a successful conversation about what it is that is going on in the world and the state of racial relations in the world. You want to be able to educate yourself and educate others. And that may come through social media and through technology and through reposting Black accounts on Instagram and Twitter, and reposting ways that you can help, and ways that white people can help, and ways that different groups can help. And you're creating a larger outreach, and whatever you post, whether you have 500 followers, 5 followers, 50 followers, that is 50 more people that may not have seen that post, or 500 people who may not have seen the post and may not have that information that you yourself have already seen. So it is so incredibly important to continue to repost and share your thoughts and share your feelings, and not hold this all in. You don't want to be selfish in your knowledge. You want to be able to spread it to as many people as you can. And if that's posting it on your Instagram and your Twitter and your Snapchat and your Facebook and whatever social media you like to use, if that is bothersome to your followers, or you lose followers, then you lose followers. It is more important to educate others than having a solid follower count this is a larger issue than a follower count and who's following and who's watching and who's paying attention. That's what matters. It doesn't matter how many people are following you. It matters how many people are following the causes and the belief and the issues that are important to you and that are paying attention to what it is that Black people have to say about what's going on in the world right now. Just one more note on content and kind of reposting content on social media. Be mindful of reposting content that might be triggering to Black people and to create some kind of trigger warning. I wanted to close out this video a little differently than I normally do. I wanted to take this time to do a little bit of reflective thinking and kind of thinking out loud about what it is that I'm going to do in my own life and kind of what this channel is going to be like on a go forward basis. I am going to cautiously proceed to film the content that I want to film. Some of that might look like some of the videos that I have already filmed in the past, but I'm going to ensure that I promote and speak about different Black creators and Black organizations and Black businesses local to me. These Black creators have been here for a long time and they have just not gotten the recognition that they deserve, as have these Black businesses who have to work 10 times harder because they are usually small businesses. And I think that if I have 29 subscribers and 100 people, 50 people, 30, 20 people watching my videos and being a little bit more informed about things that are local to me, and maybe they'll take interest in Black businesses and Black creators local to them, I think that is one of the most effective things that I can do, at least in my videos. So there will continue to be resources in the description below, and I will take time in all of my videos to speak about a organization local to me, on a more national scale if it's a national organization, and do my part, the platform that I can provide. I know it's not a huge platform by any means. A week is not enough time of silence. In addition to that 1 week of silence, there needs to be a significant amplification of Black voices and Black creators and Black organizations. It doesn't just mean take a week of silence and then back to the regularly scheduled program. Again, there is not a regular or a normal that I want to return to. So that is what I am going to be doing here on this channel on a go forward basis. And I hope that you continue to support this channel and to watch these videos, knowing that I am going to be more vocal about the causes that are most important to me. I want to remind you that these are just suggestions and resources that I have compiled. I am going to continue to educate myself so that I can educate others, be it in my personal life, be it on this platform, be it on Twitter, on Instagram, on Snapchat. It doesn't matter. I need to be educated so that I can educate other people. And as always, stay safe and stay well. And thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Until next time, I'll see you in the next one.